Okay, hey guys, so a few notes on the next OB38 patch has been released today, and looks like a few nerfs are coming in and a couple buffs. Few mixed feelings about some of them. Let's start with the most basic nerf, which is coming to Victor. Now, there's always a lot of comments about Victor on the forum. Some people say he's OP, some say he isn't. Now, you've got to bear in mind, Victor is a damage character. That's what he's good at. Damage. Like, okay, people say he can run around the map. But that's not actually that good at escape. If someone puts a sky bomb down, he's never going to be able to run away from it. He's got no real flash escape which just gets him out of there. But there's been a few complaints that his range is too much, because he can just pretty much spam headshots at a distance anyway. So he could look at Kinessa, for instance, on the other side of the map. He still might win a one-on-one. Hi-Res said it's because of some of the stats they've been looking at, and that's the reason for their nerfs and the buffs. Now, because it's common knowledge, there's a lot of hackers in Paladins. But you see all the videos on YouTube right now. There's hackers everywhere, and I don't know how many exactly, but I'm pretty sure Victor is the hero of choice for the aimbotters out there, because it's very easy to use for them. I hope Hi-Res are not looking at these details as well, which are giving them false information, because basically cheaters are making Victor look probably better than what he is. For me, they've reduced, so 135 units was originally where his damage dropped off. It's now 90. I guess it makes him a bit more, he's going to have to be a bit more mid-range and close, but I really don't think it was necessary. But we'll see how the changes when they release the next patch, and see if he's going to be obsolete, especially with Charlene now, who's pumping out huge range damage. Next one, and Grover. So the thing with Grover is, as we know, his axes do more damage at range, and a lot of the time he has to be on the point, and he's throwing his axes at point blank range, to be fair to him. So they've given him a 50 damage buff on top of the 300. Yeah, so that's 350 base now. That's the minimum damage he will do at point blank range, which is, it's not bad if you think he doesn't throw him that fast. So I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference, to be honest. I don't see too much Grover anyway in gameplay, but we'll see. But I'm pretty sure when it comes to Grover's role as a healer, and unfortunately he's definitely not near the top 2 to healers in my opinion, or even top 3. He's down there at the bottom. And talking of healers, let's go on to the next hero which has been changed, which is Grok. Now Grok's actually receiving a slight buff. Nothing major, but definitely a buff which was needed. So his healing totem was only good to take 400 damage before it expired, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like that totem would pretty much, against any good team, they're going to shoot it once and it's gone. Even like Grover, almost point blank range, can take out the totem, and that's ridiculous. But they've buffed it to 900. I think that's a fair increase. Probably could even have gone up to 1,000, and it wouldn't have been too much difference. Grok's a very situational healer. He needs to have very good team comp, which all stick with him, because he can only heal whoever's in the totem. But yeah, definitely an increase which is welcome for Grok. I do like playing him. I definitely think he should be used more. But we'll move on to the biggest change now, which this is the one I have very mixed feelings on. I definitely think Hi-Res have taken the silly approach which a lot of game developers do, because they get a few complaints and stuff. And this is Barrett. Now he's getting a health nerf. Only 100 health, but why? Like, honestly, is that necessary? Like, to take him down 100 health, like to make him weaker than Buck, who's a flanker. Like, okay, but whatever. Yeah, reduce 100 health, so now 2900 base health. Now the next one, his healing cards are being reduced quite a bit actually, if you consider they heal per second. So before you could max them out to 240. When my Barrack build had them maxed out to 240 healing a second, but they're being reduced to 180. Now this, I could probably see why they've done it, because Barrick with a pocket Ying or a Grok again, he's very, very hard to kill, especially a good Barrick. So I definitely understand the nerf, but again, that takes me back to why did they nerf his main health 100. And then let's move on again to now this is the one I really don't get. Rocket boot cooldown increased by 2 seconds. Now I know the card, which is the reason for this. It gives you the overshield when you use rocket boots. Definitely saves you on many occasions. Probably one of the best cards in the game. But why not nerf the card instead of the cooldown? Like you need to let your characters have at least some form of escape. But let's move on to the final one. So they've already nerfed his healing and his survivability. And now they want to nerf his damage. So the turrets, which used to be able to go up to, they used to be able to hit 3 times up to 30% extra damage a stack for each turret, and now they're being reduced to 10% per stack, which I find a bit too much. Yeah, it's almost as if they only want Fernando now as that front line. Barrick's not gonna have too much of a high tier pick. Like it used to be pretty much Fernando and then Barrick is the next front line. But that's what Hi-Rez wanted to do, and I really not agreeing with what they've done to Barrick again. The rest, not too much of a game changer apart from the Victor's range. It means he's gonna have to get a bit more closer, put himself in danger, but I really disagree with the Barrick nerfs. But we'll see what happens. The patch probably won't be live for another week or 2, but let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time for the next Paladins update.